Johnson takes play 35 out centre field. Brown for Dymock, tucks it under his arm, picks up another 10 metres for the Eels. Brown, Simon, the long cutout pass. And Kelly will play it. This is Brown working the blind. Dustin Morgan, and they'll come out for Whereat, and Whereat will go in the corner. The game is less than 4 minutes old, and the Eels are finally on the board. Oh. Fast hands, good positioning, and a good decision to work the blind where Parramatta had 4 on 3. The cutout pass came to Whereat. There was no one home for the Steelers. And that was just the simplest of run-in tries.
A beautiful pass from Justin Morgan. He had a 3-on-2 situation here. The winger was drawn in on Jason Bell. I think that was running down the short side with Morgan. Left Whereat free to run to the line, and nobody was going to catch him from only 10, 15 metres out.
And he bring it around. He does it so beautifully. 6 points to 0. The Eels are in front. Phil Clark, this was a glorious try.
Yes, all of Brian Smith's sides like to adopt those short side players, 15 metres in from touch. It was a perfectly executed 3v2 situation, as Jason Taylor pointed out. And Shane Whereat did like all wingers, scored it.
Perfect start for Parramatta. This is Daniel Brown for Johnston. He runs straight at Craig Smith. He'll be doing that all night. Falls for Simon. He kicks from inside his 40-metre line. And it's a glorious kick. So Parramatta will have the scrum feed about 18 metres out from the Steelers' line.
That's the best execution of that rule that I've seen. John Simon deliberately stood inside the 40-metre line. He took one step to kick the ball so he didn't step over it. He landed it on the 20-metre line and it rolled into touch 2 metres inside it. That was perfect.
You could see him look at his feet, couldn't you? He made sure that he was inside the red line along the 40-metre line, but it's gone to the Steelers.
Well, the touch judge and the referee averred there. He was clearly inside the 40-metre zone and the ball went out inside the opposition's 20.
This is Simon for Dymock. Needs to get involved. Brought down 30 metres out, last tackle for Parramatta. Simon will go to the air. He kicks it high. It'll come down for Brendan Reeves. Is he fast enough? That's a great Parramatta try. Oh, Jason Bell. Brendan Reeves lost sight of it. Perhaps the first victim of these new lights at Wynn Stadium. And Jason Bell timed his run to perfection. Have a look at this. The kick from Simon was perfect. Bell will come into your picture flying. Brendan Reeves should have had it covered. He didn't. And Jason Bell took it absolutely magnificently and scores Parramatta's second try.
As you see John Simon kick the ball there, he's put up what they call a torpedo-style bomb, where the ball actually moves in the air as it's coming down. The ball would have been drifting away from Reeves as he was running towards it there. And Bell's timing and his run was absolutely perfect.
Outstanding kick, magnificent catch. Brown. Simon for Bell, the try scorer, the kick through where it's got some pace. Who got there first? Oh, it was Reeves this time. But he's forced the ball, Brendan Reeves, and so we'll come back for the line dropout. The kick through from Bell was almost perfect.
That's a bit of a harsh call. Reeves has done a great job there now. Okay, the ball carrying the arm touches the ground, but surely he's entitled to get up and run if he's not held.
Well, I think the referee has decided that he's forced it, but the ball itself has never touched the ground. As you say, Jason, his arm holding the ball did. Cross. This is Maya David.
Again, this has been Illawarra's strength. They withstood that set of 6 from Parramatta, and now, after only 3 tackles, they're out well over the 50-metre line into Parramatta's territory.
They're working to the right-hand side. Bradstreet smuggles the ball to Will Robinson. Robinson's got some pace, and Will Robinson will race away and score for the Steelers. Just smuggled the ball in the tackle. Craig Smith was standing strong, and Will Robinson refused to give up.
That was all Will Robinson. It was a great offload, but really he's got no right to score from there.
Well, he ran through about 4 and then ran around the despairing dive of David Riolo. You can see when the ball came for Craig Smith. Look, there's 2 in the tackle there. The third one comes in now. There's Jason Bell there as well, so he had 4 people on him. And then Will Robinson breaks through 3, and Riolo can't get to him. That's a great Steeler try. Back in the game. Here's Maya David. He bounces away from the tackle of Peter Johnston.
They've gone 90 metres in 4 tackles, Illawarra, to score that try. And it was all simple stuff. Just one pass off the ruck, a couple of simple offloads. Smith just takes it forward, got his arms free, got it back to Robinson. He slowed up here and then just accelerated. That seemed to put him off enough, and 4 points.
Johnston
Should be 6.
and Brown it was. And Hauville will play it now. This is McGregor, inspirational Illawarra captain. Barrett taken back in the tackle of both McCracken and Dymock. Mackay, the Steelers going nowhere at the moment. Mackay here for the Steelers. It's Parramatta now, though. This is Brent Horsnell. And a couple of men walking the sideline at the moment. This is Troy Campbell waiting to come on. As Jason Bell steps through, he throws the inside ball for Horsnell, and Horsnell's brought down 12 metres out, last tackle for the Eels. Brown works the blind, they've got numbers out to the left. Simon, the short ball, Kelly comes inside, and Kelly will score. Too easy for Parramatta. They had numbers, they had foresight, and they went to the left, and they got the try.
Put that try down to Jason Bell. That was a great run at dummy half. Early in the season, they had Jason Bell coming off the bench, and he'd go onto the field and get into dummy half and run at every opportunity. And he was really doing it well. He's playing at 5'8" tonight, but he's gone into dummy half that time and gone for a scoot. He got the Illawarra players on the back foot right from the word go there. And it was just a simple catch and pass for Simon. Again, 3-on-2 down that left-hand side of the field, and Kelly was strong enough to get over the line.
Kelly had some work to do when he got the pass from Simon. He still had to get in between McGregor and the other defender. But it was a very good Parramatta try. Strong work by Stuart Kelly, the former Gold Coast player. This is Campbell picking up another 10 or so metres. He'll play it now for Bell. They'll bring it out to the right-hand side. Simon with a cut-out pass for Dymock. Dymock fends off Barrett. Will go to ground now, about 32 metres out. Last tackle for the Eels. This is Carige for Simon. He'll kick it across to the left-hand side. They've got numbers out to the left. It comes off, and they'll go across again. Parramatta. They've scored their 4th try, and again it's Kelly. He's come up with a double in about 2 minutes. They're obviously working their plays towards the left-hand side of the field, because whenever John Simon has gone to the air under pressure, that's the way he's gone.
You can see there as the ball went up, the Illawarra winger, Hauville, is it, or
Brendan Hauville.
Hauville is clearly still up in the back line. You don't see it on that shot there as Simon kicks the ball across, but he's clearly still up in the back line, which makes him have to do an awful lot of work to get back there as the ball's coming down. That's probably the reason they were looking to put those grubbers in behind there earlier, and that's probably just made it a little bit tougher for him. He had to do a fair bit of work to get back there. He got there okay and then just misjudged it at the last.
Stuart Kelly couldn't believe his luck. They were lining up for it in the end. The Parramatta Eels, Shane Whereat was there. They were all there.
He had a second go at it, trying in vain to swat it across the dead ball line, but didn't quite make contact.
And he'll play it 25 metres out from his own line. Robinson. Scored that brilliant try about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Well, the kick's a shocker from Brad Mackay. It's gone backwards. So he's lost 5 metres on the play. And we come back to the halfway line.
Certainly not what they were looking for.
Look at this. Don't try this at home, kids. It's a shocker.
You could try that at home and probably do a better result.
But here we go through Brendan Reeves.
Called it forward.
They'll come back for the scrum feed. So one finally goes against the Steelers. The crowd doesn't like it, as you'd probably expect. The pass from Cross looks a pretty good one from that angle, it must be said. Brendan Reeves certainly thought so. He pinned it out. This is a good set of 6 for the Steelers. Barrett, the cutout pass for Eyre. The run around from Glen Eyre. And the ball over the top, can't find Hauville. And it goes into touch.
Level.
Dying moments of the first half here at Wynn Stadium as Dymock is taken high. We'll take another look at that one. It was Craig Smith involved. And we'll come back. There's Timmins there as well. And Dymock will attract not just the attention of Timmins and Smith, but also a penalty. Barrett working the blind. Brings McGregor inside. McGregor has some space. Tries to put the fend on. He's brought down just outside or just inside the 20-metre line. Barrett, a cutout ball, goes over Eyre's head. This is Mackay, smuggles it back for Eyre, who puts in the bomb now. And a great take by John Simon. So cool under pressure.
They're behind on the scoreboard, but they've just got to stick to what they've been doing for most of the year. Don't try doing silly things and playing catch-up football at this early stage. Just let it come away there. Parramatta have come up with the ball.
They free the ball. This is Simon for Bell. Simon on the run around. Still got last tackle now for Parramatta. Campbell. The kick comes from Bell. It goes out to the left-hand side. It'll come back and held up. 6 more for Parramatta. Well, now they're going to have to muscle up on defence, Illawarra, as the long cutout pass comes for Dymock. It bounces off David Riolo. And so they've come up with a mistake on the first, as we've got a fight between Jared McCracken and Sean Timmins. And now everyone's in, including both touch judges. Well, this will take some sorting out. The first mistake was Parramatta's. The ball came from Dymock to Riolo. It bounced off his chest. I suspect that what was going on in back play. Might be able to see it on this angle as McCracken and Timmins get involved in a swinging match, and I think McCracken might have thrown the first one. And then it was all on. Mario Fennick wouldn't be very impressed by all of that.
Oh no, he'd hate that.
None of them connected.
It was interesting to see me at David. He hadn't quite been injected into the game, and he was standing in the in-goal area watching it. Sure, he wished he'd just been sent on a few minutes earlier.
Figuratively anyway, sitting on his hands.
Parramatta and Brian Smith, though.
Lovell. Slammed to the ground on the 20-metre line, Illawarra territory. They work the blind through Simon. The long cutout pass finds Carige. They've got good field position as well. They can work it either way. They choose the blind. McCracken on the short ball. Last tackle now for the Eels. That comes for Simon, and the field goal attempt is good.
Off the left foot as well.
So breathing space for John Simon and Parramatta. The lead now 13 points. Illawarra will have to score at least 3 times. This is Bell. Scored that spectacular try in the first half. Simon again from within inside his 40-metre line, and this goes into touch. They were in real trouble, Illawarra, but they managed to recover and start passing in front of their own posts, and it's gone down. It was Philly Seru, and now he's lost it, and they'll come up with a penalty. Whereat thought about bringing in Dymock, and he's upended. And we'll have Scott Cram will be put on report, and a touch judge will come in. Remember that the spear tackle rule has changed this week. You no longer have to have intent. It just has to be clumsy, and that to me was a little clumsy.
That was very clumsy, and it's not nice the way Shane Whereat landed there.
Well, just looking at Shane Whereat and the first point of contact with the ground, it was his shoulder and the back of his head.
Blood bin, it looks like, for Peter Johnston.
How many times have we seen that? Peter Johnston being forced to come to the sideline for some attention. So he'll be replaced by McCracken. He'll come back on. This is McCracken. Freed up his arms but couldn't offload. Glen Eyre in some trouble as he leaves WIN Stadium. This is Barrett, taken high by Paul Carige. And Carige will be called out, and he's been sent off. Paul Carige, who used to play for Illawarra, has had a sad end to his return to WIN Stadium. The ball came out for Trent Barrett. He stepped off the right foot, and it was a clumsy tackle by the Parramatta centre, and they will play out this game with 12 men. Well, if we didn't have any feeling in the game before, it's certainly there now. And the Steelers can sense it. They trail by 15, but there's some urgency now. This is Will Robinson. McGregor on the runaround, steps off the right, then the left, pushes the pass for Barrett. And he's put to the ground by Dymock. Cross. Cram. He also offloads. This is Maya David. They're keeping the ball alive, the Steelers. Reeves can't find a way through, and he'll play it 32 metres out from the line. Barrett. He passes behind for McGregor, who's taken in the tackle of Kelly. Brian Smith not happy with that decision. He thought he had a bad first 40-minute report on the referee. I would imagine that his second one won't be all that good as Will Robinson finds some space down the left-hand side. He takes on Collins, pushes the pass, and he'll go in now and score. Wayne Clifford, his 6th try of the year. So they've hit straight back as they needed to do.
We hadn't seen a great deal of Will Robinson since he scored that first try. Brad Mackay got one back to him. He threw the dummy. Both times he's just made it look so easy. He slowed up, was going to go himself, and this is a beautiful pass as he falls to the ground.
He had so much time and so much space. As you say, Jason, he slowed down because he thought he was going to catch the bus too soon. Great little back flip there, or back pass from Brad Mackay. Look at all the room that Will Robinson has to work with. He takes Collins on the outside, but that is a glorious pass for Wayne Clifford. This is the movement that made it. Mackay just bringing Will Robinson around, and suddenly there was wide open spaces down the left-hand side. Collins did well, but not well enough, and really gave Ian Herron no chance at all. We'll play it just inside the halfway line. Craig Smith frees it to Mackay. Mackay's eventually brought down 35 out, last tackle for the Steelers. Cross. I've got numbers out to the right-hand side, which is the way they go. The kick through from Barrett. He regathers brilliantly, but he can't offload. Back to 6. I've got 6 more tackles. This is Cross. Numbers out to the left. They may not need them. Inside comes Cram. He's brought down just 5 metres out. This is Cross again. This assault on the Parramatta line. How long can it go? It falls now for McGregor. He steps inside Whereat. He frees the ball. It comes out to Seru. Seru will get over one tackle, but he can't get past the second one. He's brought down a metre out. The long ball falls for McGregor. Stebbing. Looks to offload, can't do so. Taken high. He's trying to keep the Parramatta defence back, the referee, Hampstead. Out to the left they come. Barrett. The ball for Timmins. Last tackle now for the Steelers. They're soaking up this pressure, Parramatta. Barrett. The short ball finds Bradstreet. He loses it and it falls for Bell. There's a willingness now in the Steeler attack. They've still got time, about 11.5 minutes. Last tackle now for them. Cross goes into dummy half. He feeds Barrett, and they bring it to the air. Under pressure now. Fantastic take by Steve Collins, who's taken high by Timmins. Well, Steve Collins has a reputation as being brilliant under the high ball. He needed that skill and more. Well, Illawarra made to work hard this evening. Parramatta with the weight of possession. The inside ball for Tunbridge. He frees it up for Robinson, and he'll go to ground 45 metres out from the Parramatta line on the last. Barrett with the chip through. He was taken out. We may come back for the penalty. In fact, we will. Brent Horsnell it was.
He clearly put this one through there, Barrett. I think that was McCracken. Just nudged him on the way through. Take it.
Taking play up towards the halfway line. Last tackle now for the Steelers. The kick through from Barrett again. He was taken low and late and potentially high, and the crowd was trying to communicate all of that to the referee, who wasn't having a bar of it. That was the kick. Mackay. Running out of time, the Steelers inside the last 5 minutes now as Barrett finds Adam Bristow, and Adam Bristow will stretch out to score. Oh, with the kick to come, isn't this a pressure conversion? It could send us into the last 3 minutes with Illawarra trailing by 5.
This is a beautiful ball from Trent Barrett, and Bristow just ran straight into the hole. That's what any ball player wants his ball runners to do, just run at the gaps and put the ball there for him. Barrett drifted across the field and hit Bristow running straight into that hole. We talk about how it's easy from up here, Eric, and I noticed as he went through there, he had Maya David on the inside. And this conversion is going to become very important. You see David on the left there. He had been able to turn the pass inside to him. He probably would have gone around and scored under the post, which makes the kick a lot more easy.
It's a tough one for Darren Bradstreet. He's put it down just a couple of metres in from touch and placed it 21 metres out. Can he bring it around? No, he can't. He's pushed it wide, so the Parramatta lead remains 7, 23 points to 16. Who, me? How many times have we seen a forward who can't quite believe what injustices are being heaped on his head? And certainly Troy Campbell is no different. So Illawarra will have a penalty right in front of the posts. Brad Mackay taken high. And in fact, the touch judge did get it wrong. It wasn't Troy Campbell. I think it might have been Nathan Koina.
Disappointing night, biggest crowd of the season. Were Parramatta just too good for you?
Mate, they were just too good on the night. I think they scored a couple of tries from kicks, and that was about the end. They just shut up shop after that.
And was that just a minor setback in the season of '97 then for the Steelers?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're still coming third in the competition, so we're running pretty well. I mean, we've got Newcastle next week at Newcastle, so it's still going to be tough, isn't it?
And do you think some of the kicks from John Simon was a bit hard for the wingers and the fullbacks such as yourself to take?
Oh, definitely. You know, they swirl around in the breeze down here at Wollongong. Still, you've got to take them though, haven't you, Phil?
And confidence in the side still high though for you to go on for the rest of the year?
Oh, definitely, mate. We're having our best season for a while. I'm sure we can nearly go all the way this season. We're playing well.
Okay, thanks very much, Brendan. I've also got Victoria's half-back for the Parramatta side, John Simon. A relief to get a win, John?
Yeah, you're not wrong. 5 weeks without a win, and it's just great to come down here, especially the Wollongong, my old team, and get a win.
I thought that was the best performance of the season from yourself. Obviously, is that because you've come home and you wanted to lead, be an inspiration?
No, I think I probably didn't run enough. I mean, I had a good kicking game, but you've got to put down our forwards, and I thought Jason Bell was outstanding.